Good evening, everybody. Welcome to APPF1 Tier 3 Round 2. We are here at Melbourne, and it is looking very wet to get things started with. So this is going to be a hell of a shake-up already. I'm joined by my co-host, JB. How are you doing, JB?
Very good, Lawrence. Thank you. Bit of a rush to get back in time, but I'm glad I've made it, and it looks like it's going to be an interesting qualifying session, at least anyway. We don't know the forecast for the race yet, but a wet qualifying to start off with.
Yes, a wet qualifying to really test the drivers. They had it easy last week around Texas. They had 2 dry sessions, and now the rain has descended on Australia, and it is time to go qualifying.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the drivers fare. I think this is the first proper wet session. I think most of the pre-season sprint races were dry, so this will be our first look of the drivers how they fare in the wet conditions. RJ Blair, of course, took that opening round win last week, with Primeval also getting the first podium in APPF1 and a return to the podium for LB in his first proper lead race back since his hiatus. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how the drivers fare today.
Absolutely. Hello, Rick, in the chat. Thank you for joining us already. LB, I believe, has given us insight to the condition there. It's supposed to be a wet race as well. Hello, Denko in the chat. Yeah, hopefully it's not wet tomorrow either. Yeah, mind you, I do like a bit of rain. I won't lie. I just love the wet weather. Let's get everything on screen as it should be.
Yes.
A few people risking it on Inters, I can see already. And yeah, it looks like McLaren would be the first over the line to start the lap. So let's find out which McLaren it could be. It will be Smoggy, yes. So we'll ride on board with Smoggy, who's really struggling around that last corner. Oh my god. Yeah, Smoggy's just starting his lap now. He's got a Red Bull behind him as well. Hopefully he won't be too close and holds him up. Really sliding into turn 1 there. Just goes to show how treacherous these conditions are at the moment. But looking okay so far. Heading down to turn 3, onto the brakes, taking it nice and steady. Just got to keep it out of the barriers, really. That's the main thing. You don't want to have a retirement. So Smoggy comes round. I don't know corner numbers, I must say, so I'm inexperienced in that department. But at the end of Sector 1, it's a 33.5, and he does have a Red Bull behind him also.
Yeah, in reference, Jay Webber did a 33.9 in the first.
33.9, okay, yeah. We'll keep an eye on those times, especially. Also, keep an eye on the times the 2 Inter runners. There's Primeval and LB, both on intermediate tyres. They're going for it, and a very bold call could pay dividends.
Yeah, Primeval has invalidated his current lap, but LB, I think, is about to start one. So I'll keep a tab on him and see how he does.
Absolutely. Yes, Rick, it is my new mic. Please give me feedback on my new microphone. Let me know if it's much clearer. It's got to be better than the old one, right? Yeah, Denko, I wish I could race in Tier 3, but my boss, Ghost, won't let me either, so... Smoggy comes to the line and sets a 1 minute 35.592. Jay Webber comes to the line, 36.9. That's 1.4 seconds away from him there. There's a car coming around the last corner, which is Rob Sue. He's on an outlap, so he can be forgiven. There's 2 Mercedes coming around the last corner. So YRN, so I believe this is JJ Smith, comes across the line, goes 3rd. Obama's a tool. Yeah, go ahead, JB.
I was just to say, just in reference, LB was slightly behind Smoddy's first sector time, so I think LB's just trying to get a lap on the board at the moment, but it looks like the Inters could be the way to go because they're not that far off. So once the dry line forms, I think you'll see the switch to Inters.
Yes, it could be definitely like the last over the line potentially to be. It could go fastest really if they do find that dry line. I can see a ever so slight line appearing on track, but early days yet. There's only been just minimal amount of laps coming in. Yeah. There's a few yellow flags going around, but I believe that's just.
And there you go. LB goes fastest with a 35.1.
Absolutely.
So
if this is
4 tenths on P2.
Yeah, LB.
So,
LB just showing that the Inters are the go-to tyre, and I believe in the past when it's been wet as well, Inters I've found are just so much more comfortable than the full wets.
Yeah, it's just I think it really, really needs to be soaked. Otherwise, there's no point. And I think that was the trend last game. That if it was wet, you go for the intermediates pretty much 99% of the time. Just like in real life, really. So.
Yep, and times.
Primeval, yes.
Primeval going almost a second faster than LB on intermediates. Robsu momentarily took a pole position there away from LB, so that the times are definitely slowly beginning to come down already. So we will see these runners ending their first stint and coming back into the pits. Definitely worth thinking about just upping your fuel load and just getting the laps in. True Loki God there, just going faster than Primeval as well. That's a fairly decent lap from True Loki God. He had some good pace last week, and he raced in tier 2, I believe, and he was no slouch there either. As YJN looks like, I believe he's binned it.
YGN Mercedes.
Oh.
Yes, yeah, he's out. Yeah, that's at the start of sector 2.
Yeah, a bit of an unusual place to retire. His car's moving.
I think it's retiring to the safe space.
Yeah, very, very strange. We don't like retirements on track. I mean, if
Loki has gone fastest.
Yeah, True Loki has gone fastest. It's very close times at the front between the top two. Beginning to space out a little bit between second and third, but I think the times will just get closer and closer. It's just all about staying on track and being on the track at the right time.
Yeah, and I think, of course, you've got different fuel loads throughout the field, maybe. So I think the times will continuously change, as you said. And also, as you mentioned, Loki last week in Tier 3 finished P8, but I'm pretty sure he got a top 10 finish. No, he might have just been outside the top 10 in Tier 2, but he was up there fighting for the positions. So I'm sure he'll have a good race today. Hopefully, I hope that's not a commentator curse.
Jack asking in the chat, is this Lawrence's brother on the microphone? Well, I'll let you decide that. Yeah.
Well, at least you haven't said it's George Russell, Jack, so...
Yeah, no, George Russell will forever be JB. We know what George likes to get up to in his spare time now. Under a false name.
So we've got a number of drivers on outlaps at the moment, drivers that need to improve. Got both McLarens, Obama on the outlap, Flying Finn. So we'll see how they do, if they can move up the field.
And look at that lap time by Robsu. He's just obliterated the field by just over a second. And Primeval's just coming around the last corner on those intermediate tyres. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. The times are coming down. Buckle up, everybody. It's going to be a frantic 8 minutes left to qualifying.
I think we'll see majority of the drivers now will change for the intermediates, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think Inters are the way to go. So any drivers out on the wet tyres, maybe not Robsu or RJ, they seem to be quite comfortable on the wet tyres at the moment. Robsu doesn't look like he's going slow. If this is an in-lap, he's pushing. Just going to ride on board with Robsu. Yeah, he's 0.7 of a second up. He's going to be looking to reclaim that pole position time potentially. LB just goes half a second behind Primeval. I say just half a second. Obviously, in Formula 1 terms, that is a very long time.
But Robsu is nearly 8 tenths up, coming around to the penultimate corners. I think we could be on for a bid lap here.
Yeah, I saw Robsu was 0.7 of a second up going into the last sector, taking it nice and easy around the last corner, foot down to the floor. He's found the traction. He's moving over to the right to keep his tyres cool, and that is a pole position time so far by just over 2 tenths. A very solid lap.
Yeah, and currently here Williams 1-2.
Let's go and check the new BL, APAN NM, sorry, MN. New to APPF1. This is his league debut. I believe everyone else here. Oh, did Raikkonen race last week?
No, but I believe Raikkonen briefly raced in Tier 2, I think, for a couple of races. Maybe last season or the season... No, I think it was the season before last, so...
yeah.
It's good to see him back on the grid, and hopefully in Tier 3 he'll have a bit more people to race.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go on board with APAM. It's his first qualifying session in APP. He was up on his time. He's just taking it very easy and steady around these last few corners. He's on the wet tyres. Oh, he's decided no, he's had enough of the wets. It's time for inters, I think. As a few of the runners are coming into the pits now. There's just over 6 minutes of the session left to go. I think it's going to be frantic. People getting onto the inters soon. Robsu is just coming around the last corner. He's 3.2 seconds down. He's coming into the pits as well. RJ's not pushing either. I believe he'll be coming into the pits. Pepito, he is pushing and he is on inters. Maybe not. I don't think he is pushing. He's just maybe this is just a cool down lap. Yeah, he's 2.5 seconds down. Not pushing. Loki's not pushing either. Jay Webber looks like to be up. He's up a second in sector 1. He's coming down the newish back straight. I do miss the chicane at Australia, but I also enjoy this layout as well. They have improved the circuit for the better. And Jay Webber is 1.7 seconds up going into the final sector. So he's definitely on here to improve his lap time, but not quite enough. He's on for P7, I believe.
Yeah, I'm currently keeping an eye on Smoddy, who is 2 seconds up on the previous best of a 35.5. So it'd be interesting to see if he can get anywhere near the top 2.
Absolutely. I'll just finish this lap with Jay Webber, and then we'll jump over to Smoggy. And Jay Webber, there he goes up to 6. He's the field are closing up now. And Smoggy, just pushing a little bit too hard. He's caught the grass, and the car said no thank you, I don't want that, and he's gonna have to go again. He's going to improve his time, but not as well as he thought he could have done.
No, I think that'll be cool down lap and then go for, if he's got the fuel, that is, that's what you need to have on board. Otherwise, that's going to be his quality over.
Absolutely. Riding on board with Pepito, he was just over half a second up going into sector 3, and if he stays on this kind of form, he will definitely be going on to the front row. Coming round the penultimate corner now. Not much wheel spin going on, which is what we all like to hear. Round the last corner, foot down, keep it straight to the line. Stay on the dry line as well on the inters, and there we go. There's your benchmark.
6 tenths, yeah. And Pepito is a driver that I've been really impressed with as well. He's shown great pace in Tier 2. Just needs to keep it in the lines and try and keep it as penalty-free as possible, because he's shown great improvement throughout each session that he's competed in. So hopefully he has a great race today.
Yeah, fingers crossed it goes well for him. Yeah, it's if he just can keep it within the white lines, it's, the more he practices, the better he will get. I just used to race once a week, found APP, and now I race pretty much 3 times a week if I can. And it's made a hell of a difference, just the consistency to my own driving. And Primeval, there we go, he's gone just over a second faster to take pole position, and we're coming into the final 2 minutes of this qualifying session. It was full wets to begin with, but it's slowly drying out, and drivers are beginning to find time, and the field is bunching up ever closer.
Yeah, and I'm going to sit on board with RJ and see how he does. The race winner from last week. So can he get another pole position? That's the question.
Yeah, RJ last week's pole position and the race winner, staying out on those hard tyres. A truly impressive win. He dedicated the win to his late father, who recently sadly passed away. So what a fitting tribute to him to get the win, and what an awesome drive as well to go with it. Jay Webber goes up to P4.
RJ coming to the end of the first sector, he's nearly a second up.
We'll stay on board with RJ. He's nearly a second up, and there's a lot of time to be had in this. I couldn't work out if he clipped the barrier slightly, coming round that corner at the end of the first sector. He's still a second up, so definitely got time to improve, but he's going to have to do it on his next lap if he wants a pole time, I believe.
Yeah, there's only 45 seconds left of the session. So it's pretty much now or never.
Yep.
In terms of starting or...
Yeah, True Loki God is the only driver on an outlap at the moment, so he's got 28 seconds to get to the line, which he will comfortably do. Josh the guy goes to pole in the Ferrari as well.
It looks like RJ could... Yeah.
Wow. RJ going 3/10 quicker than Josh to take pole, and I believe this is going to be last over the line, could well get pole here, so we need to keep an eye on the True Loki God as well. There's a Red Bull coming around the last corner, I believe. Yeah, Jay Webber's coming to the line. He will be the first to finish the session, or second even. And he P8 is the best he can do, and slowly trying to keep up with the cars.
Yeah, Robsu coming on, and then he nits pole.
Wow, Robsu
nits pole with a monster lap. I think you're gonna be right there, Lawrence. Last lap across the line, if everything goes right, will be pole position.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to keep an eye on True Loki God as well. He's 1.2 seconds up. Will it be enough? There are other cars coming around the last corner. There's cars all over the place. Primeval goes to P3. RJ Blair is he's on a flying lap, RJ, but is it enough for pole? Robsu has laid down one hell of a lap.
RJ was 4 tenths up in the second sector, so if he can put it out in this final sector, see what he does across the line. And it's only just behind Robsu.
Literally a 10th behind him, bang on the 10th. And yes, the Williams and the RBs are looking to assert their dominance as well in this tier. We've got Josh, and True Loki God takes P3 as well. What a lap that was on his last run. I think there are some cars on track, Pepito and LB, who are not on laps. So, yeah, that is your order pretty much. Robsu will be starting the race in P1, unless there's any penalties to be dished out. I don't think I've seen any pop up. So this is provisionally Robsu, RJ Blair, True Loki God, and Primeval make up the first 2 rows. On the 3rd row, you've got Josh and Pepito. 4th row, you've got LB Racing and Apan. 5th row, you've got Rycon and Jay Weber. 6th row, Smoggy Ghost and Bacon Bear. And we'll give a shout out to Bacon Bear as well. An unfortunate disconnection in their first race last week. And so far looking good to stay in this session so far. And on the back row of this race, it will be Obama's Atul and YRN. I believe that's JJ Smith.
JJ Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're in for a great race as well, considering it's going to be wet. And I think anything can happen. It's great to see Robsu back at the front again. And can he convert that into a first win in Tier 3? Yeah,
Robsu has he came into Tier 2 and he was a front runner, and he's been in the wilderness for a little while. But yes, let's quickly run through the order once again. Doesn't look like there's any penalties to be applied, thankfully. So you have Robsu in pole position with a 1 minute 28.3. RJ Blair in 2nd, True Loki God in 3rd, Primeval in 4th, Josh the Guy in 5th, Pepito in 6th, LB Race in 7th, Apam MN 8th, Rycon 9th, Jay Weber 10th, Smoggy Ghost 11th, Bacon Bear 12th, Obama's Atul 13th, and YRN JJ Smith in 14th. So LB did give us an insight. It's supposed to be wet in the race, so we'll have to see if it's changeable conditions. No, it could be wet all the way through looking at this.
Yes, I believe from what LB's information he's given us, it's going to be wet throughout. So looking at it through the pit lane at the moment, I think it's going to be heavy to lighter rain, if anything.
Yeah, I'm not in disagreement there. Obviously, in real life Formula 1, we'll probably have a procession around the safety car for God knows how long. But this is APPF1. We don't like to do that. We like to go racing straight away. Yeah. Yep, Ghost is tuned in. He says good luck to Tier 3. So, yeah, let's see some clean racing, everybody. Let's impress the guy in charge.
And buckle up.
Buckle up, buttercups. Let's go racing. Robsu in pole position. And someone's jumped the start at the back, YJN. But Robsu gets a very... yeah, he's jumped straight to the front. To be honest, if you just jump the start, you just got to put your foot down. He's done the right thing, in a way. But let's hope he just doesn't get in the way and ruin anyone's race. If he's going to be sensible, move to the side and let people through.
And I don't know if it's bad for you, but it says Robsu's 14th for me.
It's saying Robsu is in P1 for me, and he is P1. I'm on board with him. It's just him and RJ have already got... RJ clatters the barrier, and YJ ends out.
And that would be a safety car. I think it's all caught back up.
I think this is... It's a VSC.
Is it a VSC?
Yeah, VSC. The yellow dot is now on the thing, and I've just seen on one of the marker boards on the side of the track VSC lighting up.
Ah, right. So I think JJ had a collision. I think there was Apan maybe and Rycon involved as well. I'm not too sure because my game has been butting up. No. Thank you, EA, for this amazing game.
We're back under green flag conditions, I believe. Yeah. I didn't see it, unfortunately, but unfortunately JJ jumped the start, and he might have found himself in no man's land, really, if he had the pace or not. Yeah. What did I say about sumo? It's like finding an elephant up a tree. Robsu getting a real big wheel spin coming out the last corner here, and RJ is smelling blood here. Pepito and APAM into the pits. They must have front wing damage, and Pepito gets 10 seconds speeding in the pit lane. That is very unfortunate already.
Yeah, I see some end plate missing on a couple of the cars, so I don't actually know if they're changing wing or not. I think it's just to serve the penalty, maybe. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so both the APAM, I think it was Obama, I think, had the 10 second. So they both served. Oh no, well, yeah, it was Obama, I think, at the start. So both of them have served their penalties.
Yes, it is just Pepito with the speeding in the pit lane penalty. A disastrous start for both the Alpines as they find themselves languishing in 12th and 13th at the moment, but there's still points on offer for these guys. At the front, Robsu just pulled out the gap to over a second. Unfortunately, we're not going to see DRS here today, and I've got possible race strategies. It's just looking like full wet conditions all the way through. Yeah, I thoroughly agree with that, Ghost. Yeah, we'll save that for the stewards. And
I think the closest battle at the moment is Bacon Bear. They're chasing down Jay Weber, and they're going for the move down the inside.
Yeah, Bacon Bear had a little look. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Bacon Bear is a female driver.
I'm not too sure, actually. I think they're a friend of Ghost's. I'm not too sure. But great to see if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't want to assume people's gender in this day and age, so that's a subject I'll stay away from.
No, but if there are any female lead racers, then feel free to join the server.
Ghost is confirmed. Yes, Bacon Bear is a female, and yeah, she's doing brilliantly. She's doing brilliantly.
I say you sound like Martin on Friday Night Dinner there. It's a female.
Female, yeah. Yeah, Zoe often compares me to Martin Goodman. Anyway, we'll keep the inside jokes for the club's chat. Anyway, back to the racing action.
But yeah, Loki looks like he's closing in on Primeval. This is the fight for P3 at the moment.
Yeah, he's all over the back of Primeval here. Getting a hell of a wheel spin, and there we go. He gets Primeval. Don't know if Primeval's struggling on those wets. They're all on wet tyres, I believe. Let's have a look at the tyres.
Yeah, and Primeval's going back. Oh, and there was a bit of. I think that was. He's doing it with a bit of contact, but no damage done. So they both live to fight another day.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's anything malicious in it. In these conditions, yeah, you've got to be respectful, but as well, you've got to kind of expect the odd wheel bang here and there. It's league race, and it's the same in real Formula 1 as well. There's always contact in these conditions. It's gonna happen. So yeah, hopefully it's just a misjudgment more than anything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the front, Robsu has pulled out a 3-second gap. I think I went off course earlier. Robsu used to be a front runner in Tier 2, but found himself in he's just been a midfield runner, really, as APAM sets the fastest lap, but he's way down on the field at the moment. So yeah, Robsu's looking to find his feet. I believe he was in the championship battle, might have been season 8 if I like to remember rightly. But ever since then, he just hasn't reached the dizzying heights in Tier 2, finding that form. Last year, he was strong in races, but his qualifying form really let him down. But so far, we're only 2 weeks into this F1 25 season cycle of APP, and Robsu looks like he's back.
Yeah, and it looks like there is now a train forming for P3. LB's joined the back of this queue. 10 seconds behind is Smoddy, so there's a 4-car fight at the moment for P3. But I think we could be in this train for a while due to these conditions.
Yep, It could well come down to strategy, pitting at the right time and possibly getting an undercut, or just you're picking off someone's mistake, I guess. Yeah, we'll just have to see how it pans out. You can never rule out LB Racing. He didn't play last year, but from what we've seen in this first week back, he's not as slow as he was making out to me in the party. He's definitely there or thereabouts. So I think he used to race on wheel, didn't he?
Yes, I believe he's adapting to the PS5 controller at the moment.
Yeah,
and I think once he gets more and more comfortable with that, he'll find the speed, because we know he's got great pace in him. So I'm sure soon he'll be more consistent at the front.
Yeah. I've got a funny feeling that Primeval's going to become the cork in the bottle here in a minute. He's lost a bit of time now to True Loki God, and as Josh has catches the spin, and LB almost goes for a spin as well. I believe they just touched the grass. They haven't been outside, just touched the virtual grass, and almost went for a full spin. And they will be looking to dispatch Primeval pretty quickly at the moment, because they're watching True Loki God just go down the road here and get into a comfortable P3 at the moment. Yeah,
and I think depending on when, obviously if it's these conditions the whole race, then I'm expecting probably maybe lap 13 to 15, maybe we might see the first stops.
Absolutely. There's as Bacon Bear just runs a bit wide and gets a very unfortunate time penalty there. Just overcooked it going into turn one and ran wide. I'm keeping an eye on Apan's times here. He was he had to pit for damage, was it, or was it a penalty on lap one? And slowly, he's already within 4 seconds of Pepito, and just not far behind Obama's at all as well. So he's progressing nicely, and I believe he's setting fastest lap after fastest lap. Let's see if we can see the fastest lap. Yeah, he's 0.4 of a second faster at the moment than Robsu most laps. So yeah, he's definitely got a lot of pace, and this could be a good comeback drive from Apam.
Yes, it'd be great to see him progress through the field after his unfortunate start. There's not too many. It's just the battle still for the top five.
LB goes for a move on Josh into turn one. They're side by side, and LB gets the move done. And yes, he's showed his teeth there and got past Josh. I don't know if Josh had a mistake coming out the last corner, but LB is pounced on the opportunity as he looks to close in on Primeval now, and LB once again will want a podium finish.
Yeah, and this also is crucial for the constructors as well. Primeval, of course, with that podium position for Williams last week, but both of the V carbs were on the podium as well. So we could be in for a close fight between the Williams and the V carb this season.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Williams and the V carbs, as LB goes around the outside of Primeval. What a fantastic move! Primeval picks up
picks up the penalty.
Yeah, Primeval's picked up a penalty in the process, and LB Primeval comes back for the dive at the inside. He doesn't want to let that position go as he's going side by side with LB, and he's reclaimed P4. But it was a bit of a lunge into that right-hander there. So LB's going to have to go again. But also, Josh is on the back of this battle here, ready to pick off any mistakes.
Yeah, and this has all allowed Loki to escape down the road.
Yeah, Loki will be enjoying this battle at the back here as, once again, Primeval is just not letting LB pass. He's putting putting up a bit of a hell of a defense here, and Josh once again just lurking in the background, and you don't want to. I think he just might have clipped the back of LB, but no damage from what I could see. LB just needs to be a bit mindful of the space there as well. Josh was alongside him on the outside there. Yeah, I've no harm done, thankfully, but just maybe a bit more awareness is needed there for the battle for 4th place. And LB's going to go again. Looks like Primeval is just all over the place at the moment, and LB will be keen to get past this. Very slow moving Williams.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do his best to give Robsu all the breathing space he needs. As he's got now, Robsu's now got a 10-second lead over RJ as well. So all the time could be crucial come the end of the race.
And Josh has spun. Josh has spun. He's clipped the grass, and the back end just said no thank you. And I believe I've seen that, yes, Primeval is missing his front left end plate. He's coming into the pits. He's held up LB that lap. So LB now has clear air, and can he set about getting P3? He's got 5.6 seconds, 5.7. So, yeah, I don't think LB's got any damage. Just now he's got a bit of clear air. Time to put your foot down.
Primeval is switching to the intermediates, Lawrence.
Oh.
So the first driver to change.
Yes, Primeval, the first driver to go to intermediates. Very interesting. So we're going to keep an eye on his times with a lot of interest. Will he close the gap? Bit of a bold call. He is the only driver out there at the moment on intermediates. So he needs to get them in the groove and in their temperature window pretty quickly to see any kind of progress here. Yeah, Ghost saying that LB will be relieved to see Primeval in the pits. Absolutely. Yes. I'm just commentating. I was relieved for him in a weird way, because I don't think they could have carried on battling like that for another few laps like that. I think it would have ended in tears. So just a few laps just to get a breather and, just compose ourselves once again. And Primeval he's closing on Bacon Bear, but we got to remember these guys are on warm tyres, and I believe Josh has gone for another spin. Yeah, it looks like it's just recovered. His whatever racing line he's using into that corner just isn't working. That's like the 3rd time now. And he's almost gone again. He's just getting so close to the yellow track limit line, and just every time his Ferrari gets near it, it just disagrees with it. No, thank you.
Yeah, and we got APAM coming around the final corner. He's looking to make a move on Jay Webber. He's had a great recovery so far, and can he move up into P7? Yeah,
APAM's doing a fantastic job here. Just not enough to get past Jay Webber into turn 1, but he will absolutely be hanging onto the back of this Red Bull in front. Just biding his time, no silly lunges as well, which is what we like to see. It's just very consistent driving at the moment. And it's a great shame that he had that lap 1 incident, because we can't really rule out him being... Oh, and he's... Oh, commentator's curse. I've just done it. He takes a whack into the wall and loses his front left end plate. I am really sorry, APPF1, but... sorry, APAM. Into the pits with you.
Yeah, commentator's curse. We'll mention the drivers by their team, shall we? The V-car driver.
The V-car driver. Like so far, I'm on board with I'm on board with the Williams driver on intermediate tyres, and they are going very comfortably. And I must say, actually, I think this could be Inters coming into this, you know. And True Loki God's into the pits. We need to see what he's doing.
Yeah, LB was closing at a rapid rate of knots since he got past Primeval. So I think True Loki's done the pull the trigger and try and get that undercut.
Absolutely, and True Loki God is on wet tyres. So Primeval is on inters, and True Loki Gods just come into the pits and put on new wet tyres. So we will be seeing definitely the time progress between these two now. There's definitely a dry line appearing from what I can see.
Yeah, it looks like it's slowly getting there. And will we see any of the top 3 runners come in the next couple of laps?
Ghost showing some support for Bacon Bear in the chat. Yes, come on, Bacon Bear. It's doing ever so well at the moment. Just in these conditions, just get to the finish line. That's the main thing. The rest will come in good time. It's just all about getting the experience at the moment, and as the season goes on, I'm sure she'll feel the benefit of league racing. Primeval is catching up to Pepito. Dare I say, I do think this is intermediate tyres. He's flying is Primeval. I don't know if he's set the fastest lap. Let me see if I can find it.
The fastest lap is Robsu with a 1:33.1.
Yeah, and Primeval's done a 1:33.2. That's his fastest lap, and I can only assume that's on the Inter tyres. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But he's held up behind Pepito at the moment, so we're not going to see that true pace of tyres, as there is APAM in the pits, excuse me, and APAM is on Inters, I believe.
And another set of
No, it's wet. Yeah, it is wet. Sorry, camera
and
angle.
a new front wing.
And
and a new front wing.
Yeah, and there he goes. He leaves the pits. Still, there's a long way to go in this race. We are just under halfway, and Smoggy Ghost hits the barrier. Every time I join a car, they hit the barrier. And that's his front left end plate gone. And very unfortunate there. Robsu is just in a league of his own at the front here. There's a 20-second gap already, and he's just looking relentless. Perhaps Australia is his forte. Yeah.
Oh, as we got Loki's out of the race.
Oh, Loki's out of the race, and that is a safety car. Safety car is on track.
I did not see what happened. He's been that in the chicane, I believe, out of the windy DRS. Of course, no DRS, but
yeah.
I did not see. He might have done a Carlos Sainz where he headed off into the left-hand side. The only other thing I can think of that he might have done that's easy to do is catch the curb on the chicane and go into the barrier on the right there. And I've done that before, so
yeah, we've all been there. Bacon Bear drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, and Primeval is back out on track. You can pass the safety car, I believe, taking it ever so slowly. I'm guessing they don't want a disqualification, which is sensible, but there are cars behind you as well. So Robsu's coming round. Surely they're going to duck into the pits, but what tyres are they going to go on? Jay Webber and Pepito have jumped onto the intermediate tyres.
Yeah, and I think luckily for the V-carbs, they've got a massive gap between them and enough of a gap behind to both pit at the same time.
Yeah, this field spread is his field spread is a bit wild, but the safety car is going to bunch everybody back up. And whilst we have a safety car, I'm just going to quickly take a drink for a moment because, boy, I need it.
Yes, so Robsu pits. He goes for another set of the wet compound tyres. Will we see either of the V-carbs pit for intermediates? RJ comes in now.
Robsu has stayed on wet tyres.
Yes.
RJ's into the pits. That's another set of wet tyres for him as well. What is LB going to do? He's on... Well, I think he's already boxed, actually, LB. He's slowed down, deciding what he's going to do. and he's staying out, unless that's the delta he's adhering to. So, yeah, very interesting. Primeval and Josh are both on track at the moment. Primeval is looking pretty handy if this is Inters at the moment. Also, Jay Webber is looking pretty handy too. Let's just hope that this mixture of strategy really spices up this race.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how quickly the Inters will either hold on or die off. Primeval's on 5-lap-old intermediates, where Jay Webber's pretty much got a fresh set. So, interesting to see how quickly they can move through the field.
Absolutely. Primeval really was going for it on those laps as well before the safety car came out. So, yeah, tyre life will definitely be a factor come 15 laps time when we're coming towards the end of this race. So hopefully he's got enough in the bank to just keep them going.
Yeah, and we could be in for round 2 of another battle between Primeval and LB, so that will be one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, LB and Primeval will be rekindling their battle that they've had so far. I'm sure LB would have probably been slightly annoyed with Primeval's defense there when they was battling a few laps ago. But now he has the upper hand, he has the track position, so it's roles reversed. How will Primeval approach this battle?
Yeah, and I wonder when we're going to get back underway, because we've got quite a number of cars to catch up to the safety car. So this could be out for a number of laps yet, unless it decides to come in once a certain amount of cars are caught up.
Just purely guessing at the moment, I think it will come in at the end of lap 16 as it stands. Yeah, I think it'll do another lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like a certain amount of laps that it like stays out for. I presume there would be.
Yeah,
and then it, you know what I mean, and then it comes in. So
yeah, I believe the safety car is out for 3 laps maximum each time anyway. Usually in that 3 laps is more than enough time to bunch the field up, and I'm quite confident we'll get the field bunched up again within a lap now.
Yeah, I think it's just those tricky conditions that are slowing down the process a bit, but we should be back racing soon.
Let's just have a look at the penalty situation while we can just catch a moment behind the safety car. So Primeval in 4th, he has 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Jay Webber in 6th, he's on also 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Bacon Bear has unfortunately got a drive-through penalty. She'll be looking to get rid of that as soon as possible. Pepito is also on 3 seconds, so he's lost his 10 seconds. So he's back in the hunt for a strong race here. Obama's a tool on 6 seconds, and yeah, everyone else, Rycon, APAM, Smoggy Bear, Josh, LB, RJ and Robsu have a clean slate for the time being. So yeah, as we can see, Robsu just following the safety car around at the moment. There's just 4 cars left to go, and I'm sure I heard a bit of contact behind the safety car there. Hopefully just wheel banging. Yeah, I thought I heard a clash of some sort. Yeah, so we're hopefully going to get back racing very soon. The 2 cars at the back are making steady progress. Unfortunately, Rycon has been lapped, so they are currently in they're in P12, but they're second in the safety car train. And yeah, safety cars in this lap, so Robsu really needs to slow up the field if these guys are going to have any chance to get on the back of the train.
Yeah, I think probably Bacon Bear and APAM might just. I'm not too sure about Pepito and Obama and Raikon.
Yeah, Bacon Bear, bless her, will definitely be on the back of this train here, and APAM. And APAM, let's see what he can do, because, yeah, he was pretty rapid in that first stint. Just an unfortunate incident on lap 1 and front wing damage. And Robsu is about to put his foot down. Pepito and Obama's at all probably won't be too aggrieved how far they are behind, considering. And Robsu puts his foot down. RJ will be screaming for Raikon to get out of the way. He's a lap down. He's just, just doesn't need to be there, unfortunately. I know he's a lap down. It's probably frustrating, but just please let the field through.
Well, that was close to the barriers.
LB and Primeval. Primeval goes for a very ambitious lunge there. Primeval probably just needs to calm it down. He's compromised his exit there, and Jay Weber's onto the back of Primeval. And there's yellow flags as Smoggy Ghost is retired. And it's another safety car.
Yeah, and he's into the barriers there.
Yeah, I missed it, unfortunately. I'm hoping it's more of a driver error than anything else. And we shouldn't be in for a long safety car stint this time. 2 laps, I think.
Yeah, and it was a bit of a shame. I was expecting Bacon Bear to go into the pits at the end of that safety car there and serve the drive-through. It's a bit unfortunate because we've got this another safety car. If she had served that, she'd be clear.
What is going on at the front here? There is a bit of contact behind the safety car, I believe.
Yeah, Primeval has lost part of his front wing and is going into the pits.
Yeah, they just needs to calm it down ever so slightly. Just don't want to get an unnecessary penalty, because I think LB will definitely be on the verge of just being really annoyed by now. Primeval's proved the point that he's racing him, but let's try and stay in the race and not end it badly for both of them.
I think even though if you may have the tyre advantage, like you say, you've got to be patient. The move will be on, but get it done cleanly.
Yeah, it's just all about biding your time. The right time will come. I'm still a firm believer this is intermediate. If you're on the Inters, you're in a really good position here. It's just unfortunate the Inter runners have time penalties.
Yeah, and I would say it's more on the greasy side, I think, from riding on board than anything. I'm surprised that pretty much the whole field hasn't gone to Inters, but maybe they know something that we don't.
Yeah, well, I guess we're not on the track. We can't have a feel for it, but
yeah.
just by experience, I think I'd be gambling Inters from here to the end.
I think that was pretty much. I think Finley said something similar. It's like, if it's raining, Inters.
Yeah. No, I won't turn down the advice of someone of Finley's calibre of racing. I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. So, we're currently expecting one more lap behind the safety car. Hopefully this is the last time we see of the safety car. Where's Raikon again? I believe he is now... He's 4th in line now. Behind the safety car. He was 2nd last time out. Obama's tool comes into the pits. Is this just for fresh Inters, or does he has damage behind the safety car?
Yeah, so I wonder if I think
He's gone back onto wets as well.
he's gone back onto wets. I think
Yeah.
it might have been someone just slowing down, and whoever was behind was caught out, and I think maybe just a number of cars got caught up in that, as we saw Primeval also have to go in for a wing change.
Rick says box for hards, and that just that just thoroughly, puts me under no doubt as to why he's got no F1 titles in APP. Sorry, Rick.
I wonder what the tyre wear would be on those hards.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not hope in hell you'll find me on hard tyres or even soft tyres in this condition. Yeah, so Obama's the tool coming up to the back of the field. So once he catches up, I believe we'll get an alert for the safety car coming in. So I expect within the next 10 seconds, that's going to pop up on our screen.
Yeah, I think it might be a late one, a late call.
Yeah, it's Obama's the tool is really pushing on this lap here. Yeah, late call. And there is. Yeah, I've just seen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on behind the safety car here. I know it's a late call, but yeah, it's just a bit of contact. Maybe just that bit of inexperience shown here. Pepito, please don't tell me that's 2 10-second penalties.
For Pepito, yeah, he's got 23 seconds at the moment.
Yeah, well, that's how to ruin your race in 2 corners. As Robsu gets underway again from RJ Blair. RJ Blair is all over the back of Robsu here. We will not be wanting Robsu to shoot off like he did last time. I wish I could get my things right. Here we go. So LB Racing is currently in 3rd place as well. He has sights on the leader as well, and there's more yellow flags. Further back, not too sure what it was, but it seems to have cleared itself up. So yes, we're in for a 10-lap shootout to the end.
Yeah, I think that was the yellow flags for a number of cars running wide into the gravel. I think they've got a bit of damage on the number of cars, as I said, from that safety car incident. So maybe a bit of understeer.
Yeah, and for the first time this race, Robsu's lead is under threat. Down the back straight going into the chicane, RJ was all over him, and Robsu's held on to it, and now RJ is almost pushing him round. So the safety car has come to RJ's aid, but definitely here.
Yeah, and I think the trouble with Primeval having to pit as well is that it's put him down the order a bit in 7th, so that's now allowed Robsu to be chased by both V-carbs in the remaining podium spots.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely the 2 protagonists in this Constructors' Championship are Williams and V-carb. And V-carb, both the drivers are hunting down Robsu and the leading Williams here. LB is not too far away, but I think I just see RJ run a bit wide, and he's in the barrier as well. I think he's survived that.
Yeah.
But there goes Robsu is clear again. But LB is on the back of his teammate here. From being nowhere most of the race, he could end up P2.
Yeah, and Pepito, unless there was another penalty, because it looked like they were serving the penalty, and he changed his front wing and changed to the intermediates as well, but he's still got 23 seconds on my screen, unless that's another glitch from EA.
Unfortunately, I don't have the penalty timings up on my screen. Just trying to keep an eye on this battle between RJ and LB at the moment, because will the Racing Bulls have team orders here or will they be free to race? It's early days in the season, so I'd like to think that they're free to race. LB definitely gets a better drive out of the last corner, chasing down RJ. RJ's just looked a little bit ropey this lap, so LB will be wanting to get the move done. And Primeval sets the fastest lap.
Yeah, and I think on that V-car battle, I think RJ should let LB go by, because he's looking the fastest of the two at the moment, and Robsu's just going to go down the road even more. He's already got 2.6 seconds on them now.
Yeah, let's not rule out Primeval here. He set the fastest lap on that last lap. I didn't see by how much by. Well, only really just a hundredth quicker than Robsu's fastest lap, so I don't think he's going to be in the territory to take the race win, but maybe get a sniff of a podium if he can keep it clean.
Yeah, and penalties could come into play at the end, actually, because some drivers are not too far away. You've got Jay Webber and Primeval each with 3 seconds, but APAM's not too far away. He's had a great recovery.
APAM should be delighted with this, really. He could be potentially on for a very solid P4 here. Just keep it within the white, well, I'll say white lines, it's yellow lines around here. Keep it within the yellow lines, and yeah, a P4 could be on the cards. Looking pretty racy too. He's on 12 lap wets, but they are not showing any signs of wear or slowing him down.
Yeah, just a second ago, me saying that LB looked like the faster of the two V-carbs. Well, he's getting chased down by Jay Webber now.
No, maybe just losing that little bit of gap on RJ, as maybe that's what he needed, just a car to follow around the track. I've been there in wets before. I'm all right if I'm following a car in wet conditions, but the moment you have to do it on your own, or the car's pulled a bit of a gap on you, that's it. It just kind of just flounder. And Jay Webber, yeah, is just outside of a second. Remember, in wet conditions there is no DRS, so we're not going to see DRS at all this race. Wouldn't that be cool if we could enable it?
I think it would be like Jack doing at Japan in turn 1 when he opened the DRS.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be like as well. And yeah, we don't want that. We've had 3 retirements so far in Australia. Smoggy Ghost and True Loki God. Just unfortunately having incidents, and looked like they just put it into the barriers, and JJ Smith just jumped the start, and it looked like he was just out of position at the start against much faster racers.
Yeah, hopefully they all bounce back next week. Tricky conditions this week, so hopefully they have a cleaner race next week and get some points on the board.
Absolutely. Denko says, what about slick tyres in the rain only? I believe if we ever do like these community nights, like when the season finishes, we normally like have an evening like where we host a lobby and just have like no rules races, and we have done that before in like full wets. We have to go around in dry tyres. I think you have to use all the compounds in 5 laps, I think it was. Jay Webber picks up another time penalty.
I think Tier would be one that would excel at that. He always likes to practice wet conditions on slicks. I think he usually practices on the medium tyres. Yeah.
Jay Webber has got 6 seconds of time penalties, and
Aban goes for a move, and he gets the move done on Primeval into the penultimate corner.
Yeah, APAM's not hanging around here. P4 was on the cards, but we cannot rule out P3 now. LB struggling down the road. I'm just trying to ignore the huge house spider that's crawling on the wall next to me. Oh my god. Yeah, you stay there, mate, please. Right. Yes, APAM closing down on Jay Webber. Yeah, he's going to get the move done here.
Yeah.
Jay Webber catches the curve, and APAM goes round the outside, a little clip of the barrier, but he gets away with it. And now he sets his sights on LB and even RJ. Wow, APAM could be P2.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to be a great last couple of laps, and any mistake as well from those top two, even if they manage to keep the gap, could be costly with a time penalty.
Yeah, time penalty. And APAM has damage as well. I don't know if he's just got that on this lap.
I believe they didn't change it at the last pit stop. It certainly looked like it for me.
Considering he's got that missing that front left end plate, what a drive!
Yes, definitely.
He's he's definitely closing up to these two cars in front of him, and he's right onto the back of LB now. He's not messing around. LB just LB's probably using his energy down the straight there, as APAM just bides his time. LB gets a time penalty, and I think that pretty much confirms the penalty for APAM.
Yeah, I would say LB was down to about half of his ERS, where it's just about a gap. Yeah,
APAM is sniffing P2 here, and I think it's just getting a bit impatient behind LB. I think LB is playing the team game here now and protecting RJ as much as he can, as APAM is right. He could literally just reach out and touch the rear wing of LB's racing bull there, as more time penalties come through. Pepito again now with 26 seconds worth of penalties. That's unfortunate, as APAM is definitely onto the rear wing of the racing bull now. How's he going to play this? So he goes up the inside of LB, and I'd say gets the move done. That's a fair move. LB is there, but no, APAM is past, and he's doing brilliantly with missing the front, missing his front left end plate. He's flying. You can see the traction he's got around that last corner compared to the racing bulls. They just don't stand a chance against this Alpine so far.
No, I think the gap is too much to rob to, but I think P2, as you say, is on the cards for APAM here, and what a great debut race that would be.
Absolutely. It's fantastic recovery, considering that they had a lap 1 incident and had to box for a front wing earlier as well. Kind of knocked them out of sync. The safety car has come to APAM's rescue twice today, but I don't think he'll have any complaints about that, as he goes for a move around the outside of RJ Blair now on the back straight, just holds back. RJ has all the ERS in the world, and it's probably got double what APAM's got at the moment, so RJ will be looking to burn this ERS as and when he needs to. This is the battle to watch at the moment on the track. Jay Webber and Primeval.
That's the battle I'm keeping an eye on. They're close together, but Jay Webber has 6 seconds and Primeval only 3 seconds, so he needs to sit behind.
Contact between APAM and RJ Blair. He went for a move on the outside. LB out of nowhere. What a move. LB out of nowhere just pounces on APAM's mistake there and gets back into P4. And
through goes LB.
Yeah, it really was a through goes LB moment. What a instinctive, opportunist move that was. Fantastic. And is he going to be the rear gunner here for RJ now? RJ was really desperate, and APAM's probably just getting a bit too desperate now as well. Just remember, LB's got the penalty, and there's yellow flags. So I think there's a car in the wall. I think that might be
Jay Webber.
Yeah, Jay Webber's in the wall, and he's retired.
He's retired on track. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll still be classified. And APAM clatters the wall. I hope that was lag more than anything.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Jay Webber. Potentially could be in a bit of trouble with retiring on track, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're new to the league, we hope you've read the rules before you raced. Obviously, please do not retire on track. If you're having a bad day, please just go to the pits and retire in the pits. Or, what we'd encourage you to do is just stick it out and race. You never know your luck in league racing.
Rob Su has started the final lap.
Yeah, Rob Su is on the final lap. He is 11.4 seconds clear at the front, and looking very comfortable here. We're going to keep an eye on APAM and LB here, because LB is definitely acting as the rear gunner for RJ here. It's just consolidating P2 for RJ, but I think if APAM gets a sniff, and he does, he's got past LB touched the grass, I think, and now APAM sets his sights on RJ Blair. In a few corners, we'll jump to the front. That's very wide from APAM.
I think it might be a little too late for APAM, but all he needs to do is just stay here and he'll get his first podium.
Absolutely. You just got to watch his traction. His traction is so much better than these V-carbs, as you can see through that chicane. Look now.
Yeah. And Rob Su is coming up to the penultimate corner right now.
Yeah, we're going to ride on board with Rob Su as he comes round the last two corners. Bacon Bear just in front of him. She's still hung in there. As Rob Su takes the checkered flag, his first Tier 3 win in APP. Fantastic drive. And here we go. It's going to be a dash to the line between APAM and RJ Blair. I think RJ's just done it. Absolutely. What a fantastic drive and display by these two. The last few laps was really nail biting between them two. LB played a factor in it as well. And brilliant. It's just been a brilliant, close, hard battling. I'd say firm but fair at points between these guys as well. As Josh is the next over the line in the Ferrari. Couple of mistakes where he's touched the grass and spun. Obama's a tool, crosses the line. Pepito at 26 seconds worth of penalties, and it isn't going to demote him at all. He's going to stay P8. Bacon Bear, bless her, so she's in ninth. And you know what? In the wet conditions, I don't know if she races on controller or wheel, but fair play. She's done ever so well to stay in the race, and it's just one of those big milestones. You join league racing. A wet race is finishing the wet race isn't to be scoffed at. It's fantastic achievement, especially for a newcomer. We'll stay on board with her. She is the last car to cross the line. Around the last corner she comes. It's going to be a very comfortable P9 for her, and some solid points on the board for her. So there we go. That's the last car over the line. JB, what did you make of that?
Yeah, there was some great battles, some very hard racing. It'd be interesting to see if this is the final order after stewards. But great race from Rob Su. He just looked right at home in these conditions. Yeah, absolutely. Rob Su was just untouchable, really. I don't think he did get touched. I think he led that race from start to finish. Just touching on what JB said there as well. There was some hard but fair racing there.
But if anyone feels aggrieved, please, just take it to the stewards. Don't get involved in the chat. Right, let's quickly run through the finishing order. So Rob Sue takes the race win around Australia. RJ Blair in second. APAM takes his first podium in APP. That's your three podium positions there. LB in fourth. Primeval fifth. Josh sixth. Obama's Tool seventh. Pepito eighth. Bacon Bear ninth. Rycon 10th. Jay Weber 11th. Smoggy, True Loki, and JJ Smith DNF the race. Yep, so that is it for Tier 3 this week. Where are we going next week, JB?
I believe I'll just check. I think is it Hungary? I'll have a quick check.
I will see if I can find it. I was looking at the calendar only but yesterday.
No, Hungary was moved to later, so next week is Spa-Francorchamps.
Yes, we head on to Spa next week. It's a firm favourite against, well, every driver really. I don't think I've ever heard anyone slate Belgium. So hopefully Belgium can provide us with more fireworks for Tier 3. Last thing before we're done is picking driver of the day.
Yeah, do you want to go first? I think I went. I can't remember if I went first last week or.
No, okay, we will amicably choose two drivers. So, I mean, Robsu was untouchable, but I think for me, APAM's first race, he was he just did a lot more, if that makes sense. He was the catalyst as well towards the end there to just really make it an intense finish. So for me, APAM gets my driver of the day. So unless you have another case.
No, I was pretty much the exact same as you. I thought for his first race, APAM did great, especially with that wing damage. Made some great moves and got himself onto the podium. Shout out to Robson as well. He would be my honorary driver of the day. Just because of the dominance he showed across both qualifying and the race. He was able to build those gaps. Like at one stage, like we saw, he had, I think, what was it, 12 seconds or so to RJ,
Yeah.
or whoever was in second place. And so yeah, he's my honorary driver of the day. But I agree with you, APAM, for the driver of the day.
Yeah. Okay then. So yes, APAM MN is our driver of the day for Tier 2. I didn't see you got fastest lap. I think it might have been Prime Evil.
No delay. No, I think you might be right though.
Or it's definitely between Prime and Rob Sue. Hopefully it will be on the race results. I didn't. I unfortunately missed that, but yeah. So that'll be an extra point in the bank for either one of those two drivers. It might have been Rob Sue actually. I think he just stretched his wings a little bit on those last two laps. But I think we're just so engrossed in that P3, well P2,
Yeah.
P3 battle. It just might have gone under the radar. Yes, unless there is anything else you'd like to add, JB.
No, I think that's it pretty much.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you for everybody who's watched the live stream and your comments along the way. It's been a pleasure enjoying this experience with you. Denko said that APAM got the fastest lap, so yeah, wow. Okay, no, there we go. That rests our case ready for driver of the day. It's no competition now. So yeah, I believe we are done for this week for Tier 3. As JB said, we will be at Spa next week. So we look forward to more Tier 3 racing next week. We hope you have enjoyed the stream and we hope you have also enjoyed the racing just as much. I have been Lawrence.
And I've been JB.
Thank you very much. Catch you next Monday. Take care, everybody.